Hello, Portland Screw team. In this next video, we are going to cover just updating the text on the pages, adding links into text, adding photos to the pages, those kinds of basic updates, which I think is probably most of what you're going to be doing when you come to make edits on the site. So here we are looking at the About page. So there's a couple ways to get to the view of editing a page. Sometimes when you're looking at the front end, this is a very nice way to be able to do it. You just come right here and click Edit Page. In that case, you don't have to look for it in the back end. But if you're doing a more comprehensive review and you just want to see all the pages on the website, you just come right here to the Pages tab, and it will list out all of the pages on the website for you. You can click right here on the column and it will alphabetize the pages for you. Alphabetical order, which can make it easier to find a page that you're looking for in particular. Obviously there's not that many on the site, so it's not that difficult at the moment, but and so then, yeah, you would just come right here to edit page there, or edit page on the About page right here. We'll just go ahead and use this one. I do like to keep the back end and the front end of the website open at the same time when I'm working on a page. And that way when I make an edit here and I come to the front, I can refresh it and see that change as it's been made. So here we come to the page. Again, as I noted on the dashboard, these panels might not be in the same order. You can update those. You can also collapse these items as needed and show things as needed. And that can also make it easier to rearrange what you want where on the page as you, and again, that just updates it for your particular user view. I have put this interior page banner at the top, but I think it was located further down below at first. So that is obviously this information right here. It's the picture, this headline, and this text right here. So when we come here, we can see there's a headline, there's text, and there's an image right here. There's also an option for banner buttons, which I will show you on one of the other pages. I think we're only using it at the moment on the I don't remember. We'll find it though. In any case, so if you need to update the banner, this is where this is done. You can see I just added some new text right there. I hit update, come over here to the front end, hit refresh, and we've got two new words there added to our headline. That is another thing to note, that if you make an edit here, it doesn't pass to the front end until you hit this update button. So if at some point you make an edit and you don't want to commit that edit to the page, let's just go ahead and remove those extra words first. You come in here and you start doing something, and maybe you make several edits and maybe you get distracted or somebody interrupts you and you don't want to do anything. You can literally just leave the page or refresh the page, and those edits will not then be saved. They'll just go away. If you want to update this image, you can do that as well. The image size that we found that works best for this space is this right here, 477 by 313. So if you're going to update the image, it can be close to those proportions. It doesn't have to be exact, but if the proportion were something really tall, it's probably going to crop it funny. So you'll want to keep the proportions similar to this 5:3 ratio, aspect ratio, in order for the image to work well in there, in that space right here. Because you can see it gets cropped differently depending on the the width of the device that you're looking at the page on. This WP Bakery page builder is what contains most of the content on the rest of the page. So this who we are, what we do, why we do it, this picture here, this headline, all of this stuff down below, and this form is all controlled in this section right here. So most of it is very straightforward. You can see here that we've got what's called a headline here, and you can see the text that's in it, the text below that. And as you hover over each of these little blocks, a little green bar shows up. That's the same for each of these blocks. So if you were to click on this X, that literally just deletes that entire piece of content. If you clone it, that's going to duplicate that piece of content, whatever it is. This one on the far left is what allows you to move it. You can drag it and drop it wherever you want if you want to rearrange the elements on the page. And if you want to edit it, that's this pencil option right here. So in order to edit this text, we would just click on this pencil. It comes up in a pop-up window. You can move that around. If there's a lot of text in here, you can open this up. You can make this block bigger to give yourself some more room to work in. At the top here, there are some editing, formatting options that are going to look familiar to you. They're just like working in Microsoft Word or Excel. There's options for bold and italic and bulleted lists, etc. I wouldn't suggest going crazy with the formatting. We highly don't recommend changing the text color on here. But that option is available to you. There is a palette of colors here. If this second row doesn't show up for you, there's a toggle right here to keep it simple or to provide you access to these additional formatting options. Just like noted before, you just put your cursor right in here and add new text. We would click Save Changes here, and again, we would click Update over here in order for that change to be saved to the front end. Let's refresh that. Here you can see my typo-laden text on the front end of the site. If we needed to add a link, that's also very simple. We'll just come right back over here. We'll click Edit again on this. We'll fix the typo. And then what we would do in order to add a link, we would just highlight that text. We'd come right up here to this link item, click on the link, and then we would, it's a little easier if you come to this link options item right here. And then you can choose right here what page on the website you want to link to. So in this case, it would be the Contact Us, and then it writes the link in for you. You say add the link, and there it is. It's now linked. We'd click Save Changes and Update. Again, we can come to the front end here, refresh the page, and then now we can see that that is a link, and that when we click it, it takes us to the Contact Us page. If you want to link to an external site, I'm not sure how often you'll want to do that, but the only real difference here is, let's just go ahead and get rid of that link. We just highly recommend that you open a new tab and actually go and find that link, even if it's something as simple as google.com. Just going to make sure that you don't make any typos in the URL that you put in. You would copy that, come back over here, again highlight your text like before, click this Insert Link button, again go to this Link Options. We'd paste that link right in here. And the other thing we're going to want to do is click Open in a new tab. And what that does is exactly what it says. It's going to make that link open in a new tab so that when they close it, after they visit the site, then you've still got your website open behind it. So you can see we've got 2 tabs open here. When I click this, that link opens in a new tab. When they're done visiting that third-party site and they close it, Portland Screw is still here and they haven't completely left you behind. Let's go ahead and come back in here. We're going to remove all that extra text that I added. And we're right back to where we were in the beginning. There are a couple of items throughout the site that are not quite this straightforward in terms of how they work. You can see here that we've got this item that just says icon CTA in brackets. Please don't get confused and think that's not needed and delete it. That is what is creating this piece right here. If you do decide that you want to edit this piece, it's located right down at the bottom of the page. If you keep scrolling, here it says icon CTA. Let's open that up. No, it's this one right here, without images. So here we've got the different icons, we've got the headlines, we've got the text, we've got the button text, and we've got the button link. So this may be something that you want our help with if you want some big updates to it down the line. If you do want some simple text updates, that should be simple enough for you to do. So you can see here, those are related. Here's the headline, here's the text, here's the button text. So headline, text, button text. So if you wanted to change what it says here underneath managed inventory, you would just work in this first row right here and you would and I'm just adding text because I don't want to alter what's there, but you could literally wipe out everything and rewrite what you want right here. We'll hit update. We'll hit refresh. And you can see we've got our extra text right here as well. Same thing if you wanted to change how the button is labeled. The link is separate, so if you wanted it to just say program, or you wanted it to just call this vendor inventory management or whatever it is, you can update the label of the button as well. But let's just go ahead and remove this at the moment. Hit update and refresh. That extra text is gone. That is, I think, everything you're going to need to know about basic text editing on the site and adding links. Let me know if there's something that you want to make edits to that wasn't outlined here, and we can definitely give you some more instruction. Or, of course, we are always available to make edits for you guys if you need it. Thanks.